Hello, everyone. How are you today? I am Merle Singer, the relationship miracle worker. I've been married to the same man over 50 years. I know it's unbelievable. And it's been a happy over 50 years. There was that time in year 19, but that's a story for another time. I every day, or excuse me, every Thursday. Hi, Anita. Every Thursday, I go live and talk about 3 easy fixes to move your rocky relationship to smooth. And I think it's really more important now during COVID when a lot of us are locked in the house. Depending on where we live, we're more locked in than other places. But wherever you are, it's not the way it was. And it's not like you can go to a restaurant or hang around the bar. When they tried to open it, people hung around the bar too much, drank a little bit too much, and then got careless. So we can't afford to get careless. And it creates a tension. Really meditating would be an excellent and you don't know how, go on YouTube, find out some YouTubes for how to meditate. This would be a great time to learn. But if you are stuck in the house with an other or other people, you have the potential and probably the actual of some pretty rocky relationships. And so I thought this would be a good time to give a few hints on how to smooth out the rockiness of our relationships. It's to be expected. Even we ourselves are a pain in the neck to ourselves. So certainly anybody else is going to be a pain in the neck. But so I have 3 hints. Hint number 1 is, and this is always the case. Hi, sunshine. Start with yourself. If you're really upset at somebody else, don't worry about them. Put them on the side. And do something for yourself. Go for a walk by yourself. Just close the bathroom door and read a book by yourself. There are things, if you get inventive, there are things that you can do that make you feel good. It may be now you can close the bathroom door and make a phone call and call your mother. Don't call a boyfriend, please. Relationships manage to go for a long length of time by your focusing on that relationship. If every time you get mad at your partner, you start looking outside to who else looks really good, that wherever you're looking is where your attention is. Wherever your attention is going to be where your action is. And if your action is outside of your relationship, that probably doesn't strengthen it. I highly don't recommend it. So, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be taking care of yourself first. And a lot of us, especially, everything I'm telling you is true for men and for women. But the one thing I think that is more often true of women is that we tend to feel guilty when we're taking care of ourselves instead of somebody else. And I would like you, if that's how you feel sometimes, how can I say I'm doing this because I want to? So I want to remind you of the flight attendant. The flight attendant gets up there in front of the cabin and says, and takes down this thing and says, put the oxygen mask on yourself first. And why does she say that? Or he says it, by the way, whether it's a he or a she, they say it because if you don't put the oxygen, if you say, oh no, I can't take care of myself, this person needs it first. It could be your son, it could be your spouse, it could be anybody else. Oh no, they need it first, and you put it on them, and the time it took you to take care of them, you've passed out. Don't rely on someone else to say, okay, well, now it's your turn to take care of me. No, take care of yourself. Put the oxygen mask on yourself first. Then you can help as many people as need it. If you remember that story, every time you're thinking of doing something for yourself and you say, oh, I can't be selfish, think about, are you on an airline? Are you, do you need to get oxygen so that you can help other people? Because that's it. I mean, there are people that absolutely are selfish and all they do is think about themselves. That's, most people aren't like that. Most people are like you. Most people are like anything they do for themselves, they feel bad about it. Don't feel bad. Taking care of yourself is putting the oxygen mask on yourself first, because the better you feel about yourself, the stronger you feel, the more people you can help, the more you have to give. So that's it. So my number one is take care of yourself first. Number two is that person that's living with you, who is a pain in the neck, who leaves the milk out on the counter, who does really dumb things. And the dumb things they do are definitely dumber than the dumb things that we do. So, trick number two, or secret number two, is to be grateful that you're in the situation where you are. At least you have a place to be. And if you have a partner, at least you have a partner. And think of the issues that your partner, or even your roommate, even your apartment mate, whatever issues that they have, and have compassion for their situation. Even if you feel they don't have compassion for you, you can have compassion for them and be grateful for the situation that you're not out on the street. Be grateful. Wow, I want to tell you, be grateful. And then, assuming that this is your partner, step number three, or secret number three, is to pay attention, to be attentive to, in a nice way. Have a date. Talk about having a date. Plan a date. What can a date be? A date can be just a place and a time to have sex. But it doesn't have to be. It can be, you go on online. You can have a date. You can go to a museum and walk around the museum online. You can do that by yourself, by the way. That could be really, I haven't done that yet. That should be really cool. So that would be fun. You could pick a book that you both like and read to each other. You could pick some poems that you like and say them together. You could put music to it and sing together. Because the most wonderful thing about doing something privately like that is, see, I happen to sing to myself all the time. Ask any of my friends and you will know that I sing to myself. And what's so releasing about it is I don't have to have a good voice. I don't even have to sing on key. I don't have to know the words because I'm just singing to myself. You can do the same thing with your partner. And that can make you laugh so much that all of a sudden you're in the mood to do something else. And that can be nice. That can be romantic. So those are 3 tips I gave you today to run from a rocky relationship to a smooth relationship. It certainly 1 and 2 can have to do with any relationship in your life. Certainly, particularly the ones that are in your house with you. And number 3, I would say, has to do with your love partner. So have a wonderful time. I will see you next Thursday. Thank you for signing in. Brad, Amanda, Sunshine, thank you all. And I will see you next Thursday at noontime. If you have any suggestions, if you have any comments, write it even after I hang up. It's like we're on a call. Even after we hang up, write notes below and let me know. I'll keep it in mind for next week. Thank you, Sunshine. You have a wonderful day too. Bye, everybody.